Yeah, I need a suit.
Suit?
Oh, another thing I'm looking forward to. All right, so Nintendo kind of hit it out the park with this one because everyone was waiting for Prime 4, and we kind of knew that they probably weren't going to talk about Prime 4.
Yeah.
So Nintendo announces Metroid Dread. Well, first they said Metroid 5, but
I was confused by that shit.
That was weird.
I mean,
It is
could've been.
Metroid 5.
It is 5 in the
Technically,
series.
it is.
But Dread was a name that they hinted at a long time ago, and it's been hinted at coming out for a very long time now. But it's official. They announced it. Nintendo announced it at E3 for the Switch in a trailer.
Metroid Dread Guan Guan Book Book.
Not Dreadlock.
What?
Oh, my bad.
Not
My
Dreadlock.
bad.
Yo.
My bad.
Samus did not put beeswax in her hair. She's still chilling.
Yo, you gotta make that. You gotta make that. You gotta do me that, man. You gotta do me that.
Man, I am not I'm not doing
You gotta
that.
do me that, man. Samus with
Come
dreads
on,
and shit.
man.
Come on. All right.
Well, listen, they announced this and they showed the trailer. It looks slick. And everybody, they said there's rumors of the 2D one. But, no one really knew because we didn't see one picture
that
of
looked
this
too.
thing.
It looked too.
No,
it looked fucking good.
And they showed the trailers. It was everybody like they said it looked like Strider, like the polished last Strider.
That's
that came out.
that's the vibe I got from that.
And it's for Nintendo. That shit was looking slick. I was like, all right.
It looked good.
And they added like some stuff from the last one.
Yep.
The one that came out for the
Samus Returns for 3DS.
The 3DS. And I was so
Yeah.
mad that it came out just for 3DS. I was like, what the hell?
Everybody was like, why?
Because I was right when the Switch came out.
I also liked I mean, it's not a popular opinion, but we were talking about this the other day. Other M.
The other
Oh, that was great. I liked
The
that.
M's the shit.
That
dude.
was a
It
good
gets shit
game,
on, but
man.
I played that more than once, and I haven't played through too many Metroids more than once. That was
Well,
great.
this
that
one
was a good one.
This one
It
added
was.
a dynamic of a cyborg or a robot chasing you, and it adds the feeling of the pressure of getting spotted and killed instantly. Basically,
Yeah.
It looked like it snatches you and the game is done if it sees you. So you're running and you got to stay still. It's add some stealth to it,
Yeah.
and it's pretty different for a Metroid, but still in the Metroid essence of okay, I'm here. Aliens are around. I'm alone, and I'm here to do my Metroid stuff. And every game has copied Metroid because it's been so long.
Metroidvania.
Yeah, exactly. It's been so long since Metroid has been out. So a lot of companies have been like, okay, we'll make a Metroid then. If you guys don't want to make it, we'll make it.
So is Metroid a Metroidvania?
Right.
No, it's a Vania Metroid.
Metroid.
It's a Vania-roid.
It's a Vania-roid.
It's a castle.
It has nothing to do with Castle.
Castleoid.
Listen, in all honesty, Metroid has nothing to do with Castlevania.
Nothing.
No.
Not even
If anything-
No, it really doesn't.
If anything, you can say this Castlevania is Metroid-like.
It's just any 2D.
There's no Metroidvania.
It's any
think they
2D
just-
platformer that you could backtrack. Is
Yeah.
basically
Yeah,
what it is.
pretty much.
It's
Right.
just give me the Metroid map, and I'll call it a Metroidvania. Like, that's all it is the map.
A 2D platformer, open world,
Basically.
pretty much.
Metroidvania just means a Metroid game that features a hand-to-hand combat weapon instead of a gun. That's the real reason why they call it Metroidvania.
rid of that.
They never had to call it that, really.
No, you could just say it's like Metroid.
I want to know who coined that term, though. Like the first-
Metroid-like instead of roguelike.
Somebody,
Metroid-like.
some journalist, some
I
gaming
know.
journalist coined that term, and I want to know who it is. Who was the first person to say that?
Well,
Man,
it's
yeah.
called Igavania now, if Iga is making it. Like, he made the Castlevania thing. Now they call it Igavania. They call it Bloodstained Igavania.
Oh
no, but they always
God.
remember whenever a game is tough, it's always like, oh, this is the Dark
Souls-like.
Souls.
It's Souls-like.
This is the Dark Souls of whatever.
Right.
That
been-
shit needs to be the spellcaster of whatever.
Spellcast.
Yeah, of fucking.
If they knew it was Spellcaster,
Yeah, for real. That's fucking vicious.
Ninja
dude.
Gaiden like.
Yeah, exactly. Ninja Gaiden.
Right. Exactly.
That was one of the
They want
hardest
to go
things
that
ever.
route. It's like Ninja Gaiden, like man.
Ninja Gaiden Bird like.
Bird, yeah,
It's
Ninja
the
Gaiden
hardest,
Bird.
it's the hardest thing in the world. Get past that. But I mean, everybody thought. I mean,
Metroid
they
rage.
said, "Will this come out like soon?" And it was like maybe.
End
We
of the
just
year.
heard about it, and then they showed the actual game. Like after the trailer, it was like, here, it was a weird trailer because they showed the name in the middle, and it was like, okay, and then they showed the rest of the thing like it was done. They showed so much
Yo,
of the game.
they were
after.
playing it after the presentation.
It was done.
They were playing it for like 15, 20 minutes.
and it
I'm
looks
like,
so good.
this is
Yeah.
finished. The game is finished.
They could release that thing tonight. It should have been like a
Shadow drop.
shadow drop that day. Like boom, Metroid. Here you go.
Yeah.
E3
That'd be
blown
crazy.
up.
That would.
That'd be
That's a
crazy.
mic drop right there. If they did
That would be crazy.
Yep, and they could have. They could have done it. That shit is
drop.
done. And they don't have nothing. But it said end of the year, right?
They were smart. Yeah,
October 8th.
Yeah, I think it's October, but they were very smart because they said we're still working on Metroid Prime.
Yeah.
4, but here's this.
And they got a full game.
Yeah.
Before they finish.
And that shut everybody up. Okay, we'll take this.
Okay.
We'll take this.
You know,
That's
look,
fine.
I would probably 100% like this better than Metroid
Easily.
Prime.
I don't like that first person shit.
I didn't want Metro. Oh, yeah.
No, I probably 100% like this better.
I'll agree with that. I will too.
I don't know. Metroid Primes are awesome
course,
games.
yeah.
but
Yeah, of course.
I didn't say they were bad. I didn't say they were bad.
I do want a third person,
60
but
frames,
the
60
Metroid Primes, they're running 60 frames.
60
man.
frames,
You guys
60
don't
frames,
understand.
60 frames,
It
60
runs through
frames.
60 frames. Right?
Listen, nobody said Metroid Prime is bad. I just said I would.
No.
Me personally would enjoy this 2D one a lot better.
my
Because that's what
enjoy it
Metroid is to me.
My preference is for 2D Metroid, man.
That's what Metroid is.
That's my preference.
2D Metroids are awesome. All of them are awesome. There's not one bad Metroid 2D game.
Samurai, what do you like better? 2D or 3D Metroid?
I gotta go 2D.
Oh, good.
I gotta go. Like you said, like that's how I was introduced to it. Like that's when I think of like if you say the word Metroid, I automatically think of 2D Metroid. Like
You're a good thinking person.
Super Metroid is usually what
Super
comes to
Metroid
mind.
was
Like
so good.
It's similar to
So
good.
it's similar to Resident Evil. It's like, what do you like, first person Resident Evil or
Third person.
Third
Third
person. all
exactly.
day.
Like I want another
Third
third
person all
person.
day.
man. Come
All
on.
day.
Yeah.
But you know what's different though? If you didn't play the 2D ones, you think that's like old, and you played Prime
Yeah,
first.
it's generational.
Well, it's-
obviously.
it is, yeah.
Prime
That's the
first, they're
first
gonna be
thing-
like Prime
Right,
is the way to go.
if that's the first game you played,
And
yeah.
same as Resident Evil. They're like,
Yeah.
first person all the way. I feel like I'm there. Blah blah blah.
That's it.
They think Resident Evil 7 is Resident Evil 1.
And playing it in VR, like Resident Evil 7 in VR was absolutely bananas. Like,
Turbo
but
did that.
still,
That's
like,
what
and it's only a matter of time before we get VR for Resident Evil 8. Like, only a matter. Oh my God, can you imagine that?
That'll probably be more fun.
Man,
than
the
7.
perverts is ready. They ready for that, boy.
Get ready for heart attacks.
But
Yeah.
I think everybody who's
Man.
originally played Resident Evil is not going to jump to the first person ones over the third person.
No, absolutely not.
Same with Metroid.
Yeah.
Like if you started on the regular Metroid or Super Metroid, like there's really no like Super Metroid was such a pinnacle of
It was
perfection.
perfect. Yeah, it was
man.
perfect.
Like there's really no way you can top that unless you copy it
perfect
perfectly. Like you can't do it.
The perfect.
And I played Metroid Prime. I played it. It did remind me of they did a good job of making it seem like it was Metroid. I played that for a pretty good time, but not over the 2D. And this one looked like,
Even
Right.
Tommy Tallarico said the same thing.
Dish.
but
gave
this
it a
it
7.
looks so smooth though. I just really,
He
I'm
gave it a
anticipating this.
Nah,
I can't
Dread
wait
looks
till,
good.
I was very.
Can't wait till Halloween.
I was
Yeah,
shocked how good it looked.
Yeah.
I was very shocked.
I'm not used to Nintendo looking that sharp.
No, it was very. It was.
Right,
It was
right.
too clean. Almost too clean.
Good.
And it also looked like I had a Chozo bird person walking around. We've never seen one of
A
those.
Chozo bird? What the fuck
don't
is
know
that?
what that
What
is.
what is
How
that?
you know Metroid and you don't know the Chozo?
What the fuck is a Chozo?
I'm not
It's
the
the bird
Chozo
people
one.
who raised Samus when she was an orphan after her parents were killed by the space pirates.
Yo, you and
What
this
story are you talking about? What story are you talking about?
What? That's Samus' story. That's Samus' origin story.
I
What
can't.
parents? Who's talking about Metroid?
My man did his
She's an
homework.
orphan.
My man did
All
his
right, so
homework.
you're congratulations.
birds.
You're a true fan. All right.
Metroid Dread is the first time I see the walking Chozo.
Thank you for letting me know that birds raise Samus.
Yes.
Because I definitely
You didn't know that.
No.
Oh my God! You got to do your research.
I never really realized that she was even born. It was just the character.
So the trivia is
This is crazy.
this guy just determines
Chozo.
trivia.
Yo, did you hear
Chozo.
his voice change when he said it? You know the Chozo bird? What the fuck is a Chozo bird?
You know Birdo, but not the Chozo.
So Samurai, now you know something extra. Everybody learned a little something.
Yeah.
We have an educational show here.
Thank you, Turbo.
So in the comments, let us know if you knew that Samus was an orphan raised by the Chozo.
Oh, we got some in the comments.
Lords
Lords about
of Baba, yes, educate them.
Oh,
Educate
my
them on the
God.
Chozo.
Man, he copied that from freaking
Yeah.
the wiki.
Andre
Yo, he
got
went
that.
right on Google and
That's
copied that
crazy,
shit, man.
Because he found that in Japanese.
Yeah,
he
he
didn't type that.
Copy paste.
That's a copy and paste right there.
Paste. son.
Acting like he was like, yeah, I know all
Jumped on
about
that
the
shit
Chozo.
mad quick.
I believe they created the Metroid.
All
Yeah,
right,
my,
man,
man
that's
said,
it.
my man said, what the fuck's a Chozo? Did we click that in? Copy, paste, bam, there it goes.
Christ.
Yes, the bird person statues
Hey,
you
man,
get your
that's
power ups
my
from.
students, man. You don't know something, man. Google your friend out.
Chojin Zoku. That's what they are.
I can't.
Should have said it correct.
The chosen one.
I mean, he's correct.